Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Raina. I'm a registered nurse and stay-at-home mom of two, and this channel is all about what I eat and why I eat high-fat, meat-heavy keto, aka Ketovore. If this is your first time hearing about an animal-based way of eating, which it probably isn't if you're watching this video, probably not your first thing to pop up on YouTube, but if it is your first time hearing about someone eating meat-based or high-fat or keto or carnivore or ketovore, then I highly suggest that you go check out Dr. Ken Berry here on YouTube. There's lots of people out there. There's lots of keto, ketovore, carnivore influencers nowadays, but he's probably one of the better ones in introducing someone to the subject. He can very easily explain not only how this way of eating is not going to kill you from heart disease or cholesterol or any of the things that you hear about high fat or high meat consumption, but also why this way of eating is the optimal way to eat for a human being. As for my channel, I hope that I can give you guys a little bit of inspiration and motivation. So I share not only what I eat, but also the ups and downs of my cravings and things that I struggle through, because I'm a sweets addict, like sugar addict 100%. It wasn't really too much trouble to leave the savory carbs for me. It's more the sweet carbs that have always been an issue. And so they're my every now and then treat. Speaking of that, I'm actually staring at the ingredients that I'm going to use to make a keto-friendly pumpkin spice cheesecake. Yeah, I've made cheesecake before, more than once, so I know how to make that, but I'm going to add a few things to it that will hopefully add a little bit of pumpkin spice. As you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm also going to be making birria. I was inspired by my friend on Instagram, Carnivore-JT, who made birria. He's got his own recipe over there, and I was like, I haven't made that in a while. Actually, I've only made birria one time, several months ago, and it was really good, but I used my dad's recipe. My dad, he's been cooking for over 30 years. Like, he's been cooking professionally, you could say, like selling his food for over 30 years. Since he was, gosh, yeah, maybe close to 40 years, 35. Anyway, he grew up cooking, and so I trust his birria recipe. It's very simple compared to other recipes that I've seen on the internet, but it's very flavorful. I'm making that now. I'm excited. Let's get cooking. Guys, my mom just left. She liked my birria. My mom liked it, and she's had my dad's birria many times, and she said it's comparable to my dad's. I'll take that as a good sign. I haven't had any, actually haven't had anything to eat except for just what you've seen, the coffee and half of the eggs that I made me earlier. So I'm about to have some birria. I'm a little jittery because of how hungry I am. Let me show you what it looks like. It's super fatty on the top, and it's the best meat for birria is something that has bone in it. So it's got like the goodness of the bone marrow stuff in there. So yeah, let me show you this. I know the pot looks gross because it's been boiling for hours. So the meat could be nice and tender, which it is. I've had a few small pieces because I was feeding everyone. I fed Sophia, I fed Tiago, I don't think Freddie has had some of this. I think he had some leftovers from yesterday, but my mom had some. But I hear that the meat is nice and tender. I'm going to try it out and see if that's true. Traditionally, you have the broth separately with a little bit of onion and cilantro and lime, just the broth. And then from the meat, you make tacos, you know, with the tortillas. I'm obviously not gonna have tortillas, so I'm just gonna have it like a big soup. Let me show you. This is it. This is my bowl of birria. I added some lime to it and some avocado. Was delicious. I'm stuffed, but I still did leave space for some cheesecake. And I got an Amazon package earlier. So let's do a quick mini Amazon haul. So I made the cheesecake. It cracked though, so I'm not gonna show you guys the recipe because I really don't know if it turned out very good. It's my first time making it. I didn't have high hopes for it. It looks cracked, but I'm still gonna have it. If it tastes good, I'm good with it. I was gonna make a reel with the recipe, but I don't think it looks good enough for a reel. So let me show you. Freddie, what did you think of my birria?
Birria was awesome. It
Yeah.
was really good. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of the cheesecake?
Yeah, it's really good too.
Yeah. You heard it, folks. Hello, everybody. It's the next day, and I'm having an iced pumpkin spice latte with 4 shots of espresso. I don't know what made me. I think it's because I added too much milk to the double espresso, and then to offset it, I added another double espresso. So we'll see how I feel after that. And I'm having another bowl of, this is my first meal. It is 2 o'clock, around the same time as yesterday. And I'm having birria with a lot of meat and some lime juice. So as I was editing this vlog, I got to noticing that it was really short. Like, I never mean for my vlogs to be that short. Like, I don't want to make them terribly long, but I end up with a much shorter vlog than I intend for it to be. So I under film, and I end up like leaving the vlog without saying the things that I want to say. So I guess I wanted to talk to you guys about how I felt yesterday after all the carbs that I had, like with the pumpkin spice cheesecake that I had. And just if you've watched my like vlogs and also some shorts that I've made lately, they've been carbier foods. I went from being like very close to beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and just adding a little bit of cheese and a little bit of cream, which the cream I actually kept while I was on Triple B and E. But I just slowly started adding in more, mostly vegetables, right? Some more carbs and vegetables, like jalapenos. Oh man, I've been loving my jalapenos lately. I made jalapeno poppers the other day, and I'm just waiting for more jalapenos to come out. So they're fresh from my garden. I'm just waiting for them because I need more chiles en vinagre. I'm gonna make some more of those, and I'm gonna make more jalapeno poppers. They were so good. If you haven't checked out my short, go check it out. They were really good. Yeah, so I've been having more carbs lately, and then yesterday was kind of like a reminder that, hold on, like there's a reason why you cut out so many damn carbs. Sorry. And so like I had the pumpkin spice cheesecake, which it was good. Freddie said it was good, but it wasn't great. So I'm probably like, it was a craving that I had been having that I kind of I don't know. When I sleep, I think about food. That's so weird, I know. But when I'm off to bed, like food comes to my mind. So that's something that I thought about one day, and now I made it. So, but it really was like not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Like I think I just really had high hopes for it. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I had that last night right after dinner, and I woke up today bloated. I didn't take a clip of how bloated I was, but usually like after fasting that long, right, all night, it was kind of late last night when we had that. It was like, I don't know, maybe 8. It was pretty late. But still, after fasting all night, like I don't wake up bloated usually. But I woke up bloated. I was holding on to a lot of fluids, and I could tell because I woke up once in the middle of the night to go pee, which is not abnormal. I do sometimes do that, but it was a lot more than usual. And then this morning, without even having many liquids at all, just a regular cup of coffee, which I know coffee is a diuretic, but still, it just abnormally needed to go pee more than normal. So I could tell that I was holding on to fluids. I was bloated, and it just reminded me, like, this is why you don't eat this many carbs. This is why. And like, I didn't notice that stuff before. 2 years ago, before I even got introduced to keto, that's just what I thought any food did to you, especially fat and protein. Like I just thought that, right? It doesn't work that way, because I was everything but bloated. I lost weight on triple B and E, having already being so close to my ideal body weight. I still lost weight on triple B and E, and I was breastfeeding. That's something that, I don't know, I think in the moment I didn't like catch how crazy that was, that I was breastfeeding, and I still lost a big percentage of my body fat. But it's kind of cool. And now I haven't lost weight since then. I don't remember what weight I ended up at after triple B and E, but I think I've lost since then, but like not by much. I fluctuate up 2 to 3 pounds. Anyway, but what I'm saying is that's why I have to be careful, because I mentioned earlier, I'm a sweets addict, and I can very easily go, downhill once I start adding carbs back in, especially sweet carbs. So I have to be careful, especially in this season, because I'm already, like, I've made snickerdoodle cookies a few days ago. They're keto, right? But still. And it's hard because I do it, a big part of why I do that is for my kids. Like, Tiago loves making cookies. Tiago loves being in the kitchen with me. And I like having an alternative to cookies that is much healthier for him than anything with flour or wheat or regular sugar or loads of other crappy ingredients. I like that, and I like the experience of him also cooking with me. Sorry, let me just... Well, I only had like 2 or 3 of those cookies that we made a few days ago. I think we made like a dozen. And I don't know, I just feel like that kind of spiraled into me like wanting more sweets, more. Maybe that's the reason why at night I was thinking about making pumpkin spice cheesecake. I think that if I was like a single person living by myself, I would totally be like full on carnivore. But that's not the case. So I'm doing my best. But I'm listening to my body, and that is, I guess that's a huge, already a huge thing for me, because like I said, I was not doing that a couple of years ago. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, hit the thumb up, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next vlog, because I will probably be making beef broccoli cheddar soup. Really excited for that. I made it a few days ago and it was delicious, so now I have a tried and true recipe to give to you guys. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.